There's certainly many things you could do here. You could build a building, you could endow a chair, but right now I think this is a good thing to do and have an impact.
Peter Paul is a member of our Board of Trustees and a successful entrepreneur who was a graduate in 1971 of our SMG and who's very generously recognized that the things he learned at Boston University helped him achieve his goals and is therefore giving back in this extremely important way of helping young faculty to get established.
What BU did for me is really, that was the beginning of my real career. Becoming a trustee, I made a commitment to, in my own mind, that I was going to do something significant for the university, and supporting young faculty was what we came up with jointly.
The Peter Paul Career Development Professorships are intended to give faculty, basically in their first couple of years at BU, 3-year support to enable them to engage in scholarship and research without concern about the initial external funding. The results will be, we hope, an easier transition into academia for these outstanding scholars and sort of a jump start for their careers.
It's very pivotal for me right now in trying to develop my research and my scholarship. My research focuses on the effects of public policy, things like TANF, which is welfare, public and subsidized housing, the earned income tax credit. The policy research that I do, I spend a lot of time trying to get measures of things, so I'll be able to train for some help with that. I'll be able to go to conferences more. I really like my research, and to have support from the school and the university level feels quite wonderful.
So the work that I'm doing right now is an American history project on Americans in Paris. I use European sources to look at the complexity of their presence in France, and I draw on a lot of European sources as well as American ones to tell a different kind of messier political story. It's really hard for an Americanist to get funding to go abroad, and so this will help me do that. And it will help me also with a new project where I will be able to use archival material from overseas places that I probably otherwise would not be able to use as an Americanist.
The bulk of my research really looks at psychological aspects of pricing. A second area of interest is in social and health marketing. Research is a completely different ballgame. The process is very long, it's iterative, and it can be frustrating, and it's easy to get bogged down and wonder, when is this ever going to come to fruition? So when you do get awards like this, it's a huge boost to motivation.
My research focuses on how viruses interact with their host cells. We hope to understand ways of stopping viruses from making their protein, stopping them from replicating. As a research scientist, it's incredibly important for me to really hit the ground running. You start out, you write to funding agencies, say, look, I've got all these great ideas, and they'll write back saying, you don't have the data, or you don't have the track record. There will be an actual, tangible way to say, look, here is the commitment of BU to this person beyond just bringing them in as a new faculty member.
This is something like venture capitalism, going to make an investment in rising stars and trying to help them along, give them a little extra recognition and some resources to do some things maybe earlier in their careers, than they would otherwise and have the opportunity to do.